Haiti is in crisis, and this is not just a statement where you watch mainstream media just randomly saying that Haiti is in a crisis. DPA's CSI, Country Stability Index, basically confirms that Haiti is in crisis, and the situation in Haiti is extremely messed up. And this is going to be a very loaded video. There's a lot of things that had happened. The gangs have overrun. The prime minister has resigned. The neighbor, the immediate neighbor, the Dominican Republic, basically trying to get away from all these things. And then somehow Kenya, a country basically very far away in Africa, is somehow involved. The United Nations is not liked in Haiti. And then we have this organization that I basically have never heard before, the Caribbean community, or the CARICOM, is involved as well in this very messy transition. And there is a lot of things to cover. And of course, there is also United States. Because of how close Haiti is to United States, a lot of things is going nuts. So anyway, do send the humanitarian aids to the like button and press the subscribe button to join the DPA army as we go into this freaking rabbit hole, hamster hole of a Haiti crisis. Let's start. Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and I'm Wyatt. And so this time around we're going to go into Haiti, and this is a very new format by DPA. Basically, this is I'm probably going to be pioneering this entirely new genre of videos, and you are the first here to watch it. And yeah, we've done that for the mapping reporting for the Ukraine war. So now let's go into Haiti. And we're going to start off with the situation report. What is the real situation right now over in Haiti? And so let me go. So the gangs are now are seeking the resignation of the Prime Minister Ariel Henry. Ariel Henry is actually this guy over here. This guy here. This is Ariel Henry. He is the acting president as well as prime minister of Haiti. And so just not to run too far, but he has already decided to resign. So just go through the situation in Haiti right now. So there is all these gangs that is now overrunning the country. They want him to resign, and then this resignation did not happen, and instead the Prime Minister then a month ago decided to do some power sharing deal with the opposition parties until new election is held. And this actually angered a lot of people, and the gangs went into havoc, and this caused the government of Haiti to actually issue a state of emergency for a month. And during this emergency, they're going to have a nighttime curfew. And then they also ban the public protests in day and night, and allow the security forces to use all legal means at their disposal to enforce the curfew. So this is I'm still getting used to it. So okay, so let's zoom in. I think this is easier. So and then the widespread gang violence basically forced the hospital to close. There is not enough other hospital that's actually open. They do not have enough fuel. There's not enough medical supplies because everything is held up by these criminal groups. So the United Nations Humanitarian Affairs Agency warns that the healthcare of Haiti is now nearing collapse. There's a shortage of staff, equipment, bed, drugs, and blood to treat patients. And 2,000 trucks carrying vital equipment, medical supplies, and food are now stuck in the port because the port is basically closed. And the United Nations also say that it's not transporting stuff over there due to the insecurity. And gangs has looted some of these ship containers filled with food at the main port in Port-au-Prince, basically where the capital is. And so thus raising concerns whether the food situation is going to drop very significantly. The gangs currently controls 80% of the capital. So 80% of the capital is nuts. So the capital is actually over here. This is a Port-au-Prince, and so 80% is under gang control. Reminds me of Batman, where the gangs also controlled Gotham City. Basically they overrun the entire city and decided to drop some nuclear bombs. But no, of course, in this case, no nuclear bomb is involved. So due to and there is a lot of murders. Bodies are all over the streets, and then the rebels or the gangs are ransacking all sort of infrastructure, and shops. The residents are taking shelter. They are hiding because there is constant battles between the police officer and the gangs, as the gangs trying to take control of police stations. As I mentioned, is crazy. Is unimaginable. It's basically Hollywood stuff. And so the criminal groups which control most of the city, as well as the roads that leads to the rest of the country, has attacked infrastructure, including 2 prisons. So 2 prisons was attacked, and all the inmates majority of the inmates has been released. 3,800 inmates has escaped the prisons. This is the main trigger for the state of the emergency. And the gangs also shot at planes at the airport, and as a result, the airport shuts down. So the Haiti airport currently remains closed, whereas the main port is being looted, despite the security forces is trying to secure some perimeter. And for those that are wondering, Haiti do not have a military; they only have police force. So the operator of the port, Carribean Port Services, said that they are suspending all operations due to malicious acts of sabotage and vandalism, basically gang violence. And so for the food situation, Haiti imports half of their food. So to have the port closed clearly is going to be a major problem. And the United Nations also warned that thousands of people, especially for pregnant women, is going to in danger of lose a vital health care as this crisis continue to drag on. So how the hell and how the fiat all these things become so messy? But so this is the current situation in the Haiti right now. So we're going to look at the country as a whole through the DPA's CSI, Country Stability Index. I haven't done one of these for more than a year now. So I'm now back to do this. So basically, Haiti current situation is very bad. According to DPA CSI's points, the index is now 15 upon 100. 15 upon 100 is basically a country in crisis. So this is a crisis. We are of Haiti, according to DPA's standard, is officially in crisis. And if you look at the based on the numbers, the situation, the worst is actually the society. There is a societal breakdown. With minus 15 upon 20, there is mass civil disobedience, clearly from the gang violence. High crime continues to be a main problem, and it is also in a state of emergency. So society-wise, Haiti is a total mess. It has collapsed. And politically, it's still not that horrible. It's 10 upon 20. There is still some kind of functioning political system. And however, there is a leadership crisis because this guy, Ariel Henry, has already resigned. Basically, no one wants him to be there. No one in the international community, no one within the country, none of the gangs. He's basically unwanted by everyone. So, and there is a political deadlock as well because currently no one can decide who should be the next. And there is this developing situation where they're trying to develop a transition, so-called a transitional presidential council, where there is supposedly 7 people that will be drawn from the society of Haiti to decide who shall be the next president and prime minister, and then they will do all sort of shit, which I will talk a lot more later. Those are all rather dry, but I think if you watch until this point, you must be interested. So, but I will talk about it later because we got so much stuff to cover. So pause the video, go make some coffee or tea. We're gonna be sitting here for quite some time. So anyway, security wise is also very, very bad. Basically the gangs are as good as terrorists, and basically they are operating on it's basically an insurgency. Calling them gangs is just to delegitimize them. Don't let them have this freedom fighter status. But tentatively, what it is right now is that the gangs has become freedom fighters. For some of the gangs, they are talking about politics. So they are looking to gain power, particularly this guy over here, Jimmy Barbecue Cherizier. I actually didn't go and find out how to pronounce his name, Cherizier. And he is very looking forward to the statements that he put out basically shows that he wants power, and he has the gun power, the firepower to actually get actual power. So it's going to be very, very interesting. Economically, 5.20 is quite bad as well. There is a high unemployment. They have a negative GDP growth. It has improved, but it is still very, really bad. And currently there is a food crisis. I haven't detected that there is a fuel or energy crisis just yet. So tentatively it's a food crisis. And in terms of the financial health of the country, is actually not that bad. Surprisingly, this, other than a low gold reserve, they have a pretty low gold reserve as compared to the population size. But the only main problem they have currently is actually high inflation. So previously they actually have very high inflation, but things seems to have simmered down. So but it's still not good, but it's not as bad as he could become. So that's the situation. So in terms of Haiti as a country right now is 15 upon 100. So definitely if you exam get 15 upon 100, you actually failed very badly and you didn't study at all. So so that is quite bad. So that's basically the situation in Haiti. For those that do not know Haiti, they have even 11 million people according to 2023 data. 2.69 of replacement rate, which is actually not bad. It's actually pretty good. They are growing. Life expectancy is actually improving all the time. As of 2023, life expectancy is 65 years old. And this has been growing very quickly year by year. It does shows that some kind of medical healthcare situation has improved a lot. Probably since a lot of investment and money has come in since the earthquake. And so the GDP is actually really low for 11 million population country. There's only $20.9 billion. Their average income is only $134 per month. So it's actually very, very low. They are among the poorest country in the world. So ethnically, they are 95% black, and 5% of the others. Others include white people and other races. They speak French or a Haiti Creole, some kind of a French, corrupted French language, and 87% of the population is Christian. So this is the Haiti. In case you do not know what is Haiti, so now you know. Haiti, in terms of where it is actually over here. So the Americas, they are in this North America. They are in the Caribbean, and then they are just one third of an island next to Cuba. Cuba is this long fish over here, and the other side of this island is the Dominican Republic. So in case you do not know, and my computer hang. Oh, I broke it. Wait, give me a while. Okay, back. Yeah. I broke it. So no, so fixed it, and so anyway, so that's the situation over for the country. So let's look at the gang situation over in Haiti. So there is 200 gangs estimated to operate around Haiti, and mostly they are in the main capital and the surrounding regions. So 80% of the capital, as mentioned, is actually controlled by the gangs, and there is 20 of the gangs based in the capital, and they mostly rally around two main coalition. So they even have alliance, very very complicated. So there's a G9 family and allies, led by the Jimmy Barbecue Cherizier, and then there's another group called the GPAP that is led by Gabriel Jean Pierre. So I think GPAP basically is GP, Gabriel Pierre. So who is allied to this Johnson Andre guy, the leader of the 5 Second Gangs, and also known as EZO. Very very cool names. So the gangs in Haiti have resources in terms of weapons, human power, and supplies bigger than the Haiti police and government combined. So basically, the gangs is more powerful than the government and the police. As I mentioned before, they don't have a military. So it is the gangs controlling the country. So the gangs have penetrated into the communities, especially in the past few years, in recruiting a lot of youth. So they have been attacking the country and the facilities and infrastructures, the prisons, as I mentioned, and so in this country, 60% of the population is actually under 25, and there's a high unemployment rate. As I mentioned, as I probably shown here, there's a high unemployment rate that's above 10%, below 20 though, and so it's not that bad, but it's still rather bad, and but for the people who are younger, they can't find jobs. So and somehow there's an easy access to guns, so it makes it easy to grow gangs in this area. So if you play computer games in the MMO, this is called a PvP zone, where everyone can kill everyone. So it's a PvP zone. So anyway, sorry for my voice. I'm still not feeling 100%. So yeah, me too. So but the situation, because the country is so messed up, so the gangs is starting to provide basic service and protection in some of the neighborhood, and so because of the failure of the government, this increases the gangs, and but of course the gangs need money, and they actually finance themselves through kidnapping and extortions, and then the gangs, of course, have a lot of gang wars. But somehow, in the last few weeks, they have seems to come together to form their own so-called government, and they are using the kidnapping and ransom to get money and smuggle firearms, so which make them even more powerful. And now the situation for the gangs is that they reach a critical point where they are now able to impose conditions on the government itself. So they are now getting really, really powerful. So you may wonder, how the hell this gangs becomes this powerful in Haiti. So let's go into the origin story of the gangs. So the gangs is a relatively a recent phenomenon, and they have ties with the Western political establishment somehow. And so the present gangs that is affiliated with the GPAP and the G9, they have been fighting. The two main alliance have been fighting each other for some time. So it emerged because rival segments of the political realm try to establish their own private army. So there is this group, there's Aristide, formed an armed group called the Cherizier in the 1980s. So it goes back, 50 years ago, 40 years ago. I'm not so old. Okay, then before winning the presidency, so in a way to gain power and protect his own movement, and with the protection of the Aristide, which is the gang name, they took control of entire neighborhoods and communities, and then start to operate on their own terms. So this messed up leader disbanded the army, which is why there is no army during his second term as the president. And then what happens when you disband military is that the soldiers lose their job. So when soldiers lose their job, where they go, they tend to join the gangs, because that's where their skills with using guns and fighting becomes relevant. Because if you go into civilian life, training in the military tends to be not transferable to the civilian lives. So this is why that happened. So another leader called Jovenel Moise came to power in 2017 with the help of the G9. So and then he ensured that his backers had the support of the army in the massacre, which they then committed. G9 worked for the Mose as this private security force, but he got assassinated by foreign mercenaries. I wonder what are the foreign mercenaries? CIA, Wagner? I'm not so sure. So basically, and since then, the gangs and the political masters has detached more and more, and now the gangs are doing their own shit. So that's the main situation about the gangs. And in some statements is that there's this interesting quote: the surge of the gun violence points to a fact that when the rule of law fail, another system will start to or another system of order will fill the gap, and this system is the gangs. And this is not unique in the sense that throughout history, gangs or mini armies, mini groups, take advantage of chaos to gain power. It's just that in a modern age, it's very hard to imagine this kind of thing happening, but this is a norm. Gunpowder or firepower is real power. So, but the situation is really bad. As you can see, the Mercy Corps, basically one of the NGOs say that if they cannot access this container, Haiti will go hungry soon. And it's weird. No one have the firepower to deal with the gangs. And United Nations, of course, not doing anything, as we already know. That seems to be the case. So let's talk about the president, or the acting president and Prime Minister Ariel Henry. So Ariel Henry, he came to power. Okay, so wait. So where should I start? He came to power in 2017 with the help of G9 affiliated gangs. So no, wrong. Not him. It's this one. Jovenel Moise is this guy. So just now we mentioned about this guy, right? Jovenel Moise. So he's assassinated on the 7th of July, and this guy is actually backed by the G9. So, and then they are supposed to investigate this assassination. However, the officers that investigated the case suspected that Ariel Henry is this prime minister may have involved in the planning of the assassination of this former president. So very messed up. So what happening to this guy right now? So he has been traveling overseas, and he's unable to return to Haiti. So when he was not around, when the gang violence happened, his finance minister Patrick Boyvert declared the state of emergency. So he was not able to return to Haiti because as I mentioned, the airport is closed. So he landed in Puerto Rico. So he wanted to actually go to the Dominican Republic, but the Dominican Republic denied him landing, turned away his plane, saying that they have not been provided with the necessary flight plan, so they don't allow sudden landing into their country. So now he's being locked out locked out of his own country, and basically he's in limbo. And he actually do not have international support as well. He tried to ask for international support, but no one really supports him. And in fact, some of the countries even question his legitimacy. So things is very messed up. And about the investigation, uh, it did not reveal any tangible results, and this actually caused the Haitians, the people and the diaspora, the Haiti people that goes overseas, to really be unhappy, So about all these things. So anyway, so he made certain quotes. He said that the government that I'm running, cannot remain insensitive to in front of this situation. There's no sacrifice that's too big for our country. The government I'm running will remove itself immediately after installation of the council. So basically, this is the statement that he put out before he resigned. So he was still trying to hold on to power when he put this statement out. People don't believe. The Haiti people and the people, the Haitians that is overseas, actually don't believe. They believe that this is just a delaying tactic, that he will continue to be prime minister even years into the future. But after he realized that there is totally no international support, no countries want to support this guy, that he basically have nothing backing him, not within the country, not outside the country. So he decided to just resign. So, and that's the interesting thing about this. And he has been called to resign by many people. So there is two main character outside of this Ariel Henry guy that we need to be acquainted with this Haiti situation. So there's two guys. One guy, of course, is the Mr. Barbecue. This Mr. Barbecue guy. So this Mr. Barbecue is the leader of more than 300 gangs with 7,200 members. So of course you can see that the number of gangs fluctuates depending on the reports where I draw the information from. And he is one of the most famous and most powerful gang leaders from the gang of the G9, and he's a former police officer. So, and he said that he would do whatever it takes to overthrow the government. So in an interview, he said that the gangs have formed themselves into a union of power, and they want to be at the seat of political power. So he said that there is an alliance and it's going to be a union of a larger gang, and he sees himself as some kind of a Robin Hood type of character that is building schools, and he want to build libraries and whatnot. So he have political ambition, and he was a former police officer, so you can imagine someone who joined the police force may have no good intentions, at least during those days when he's a police or before he was a police. So he told the international communities through the reporters that if the international community continues to ignore and make decisions on behalf of Haitians, then he will plunge Haiti into further chaos. That's the threat. So he made a number of statements. He said that he's not a thief, and he's not involved in kidnapping. He's not a rapist. He's just carrying out a social fight. He's a threat to the system. So sounds a lot like all sort of political leaders that are trying to fight for power. And if you look at all these quotes that he say, he resembles more like a freedom fighter. So it's the Haitian people that knows what they're going through. It's the Haitian people that is going to take their destiny in their own hands, and the Haitian people will choose who will govern them. So some of the gang members, but the thing is that you need to know that is that he's still the leader of gangs, and some of the gang members are just kids, but somehow they have weapons that's worth thousands of dollars. So he said that his goal is to topple the system. He's calling on Canadian people to take it to the streets, voice their frustration, exercise their legitimate violence. I have no idea what kind of violence is legitimate, but against those that made them suffer for many years. And in another statement, he said that the Haitians have to decide who is going to be the head of the country and the model of the government that they want. And they are going to figure out how to get Haiti out of the misery it is in now. So his position is very freedom fighter-ish. He wants Haiti people to decide Haiti's fate. But later, as I cover along, you realize that it is semi-correct. That what he said is that there is the international community that is actually guiding this process in a way that it might benefit the international community or whoever that is have interest in influence over Haiti more than just Haitians deciding. So, and before this guy, before Ariel Henry, the prime minister, resigned, he said that we will fight Ariel Henry until the last drop of blood, and he'll fight until he resigns and he's ready to make an alliance with the devil and ready to sleep in the same bed as the devil. This actually probably means that he will conduct a lot of violence, and his goal is to break the system and make Haiti a paradise for everyone or hell for everyone. So very, very like I said, freedom fighter-ish. So, and he also said that if he doesn't resign and if the international community continues to support him, then Haiti will be heading straight for a civil war that will lead to genocide. And it's out of the question for the small group of rich people living in big hotels to decide the fate of people living in working class neighborhoods. Totally freedom fighter-ish kind of statement. But very weirdly, after Ariel Henry resigned, he says that his coalition of armed groups do not care about his resignation. He's going to continue the fight for Haiti's liberation, which is like, what? He's like, so previously they said that they will fight until he resigns. Now he suddenly resigns. He decided that no, we will continue to fight even if he resigns. So that's the situation. So I mentioned there's two characters that we need to know. So Barbecue is the one of them. The other guy is this guy called Guy Philippe. So Guy Philippe is also a former police officer, but this guy is different. He's also a politician, but he was convicted for money laundering, and he also led the Haiti coup d'etat against the previous interim president John Bertrand Aristide, which is the guy Aristide, as you seen, was actually the guy who weaponized gangs, as I've seen here. Aristide formed armed groups called the Cherizier in the early 1980s to gain power and protect his movement from repression. So this guy overthrew that president in the coup d'etat. So he gained power in Haiti as a paramilitary leader, and he has participated in electoral process to become a political leader. So he led the paramilitary insurgency that led to the coup d'etat, ousting the elected government and as well the President Aristide. And then he was a presidential candidate in 2006. So after the coup d'etat, they have a presidential election. In the general election, he got 4% of the vote, nearly 4%. And but he did not work out. He didn't manage to become president. But he managed to win a Senate seat in 2016. So 10 years later, he managed to continue the political process and managed to win a Senate seat. However, before he became a senator, just before, because senators actually have some kind of a protection. Before he managed to become the senator, he got arrested and extradited to United States before he can sworn in, as you can see. And then he served time in the U.S. federal prison between 2017 to 2023. So he won the seat in 2016, and then he was imprisoned until last year. And so 9 years in federal prison. So in connection with money he received for ensuring police protection of drug trafficking during the late 1990s and early 2000s. Which is weird, because why is US law reaching into Haiti? Feels like a Haiti internal problem, right? So, but the charges did not do anything, talk anything about the deaths, carried out by the death squad, during his days of coup d'etat. So in 2023, he was repatriated from U.S. federal prison to Haiti. So he's back in Haiti, and immediately he is like free. As you can see, whoops. As you can see, he basically, was welcomed back by everyone. So, yeah, so much for the prison. And you can see he's very happy. People welcome him. He seems to be really popular. So which is why I say he's someone to watch, because, yeah, he's somewhat popular. So, and before the resignation of the Prime Minister, similarly, he also asked this Prime Minister to resign. He said that he should resign, talking to Reuters. And he feel that he should stay where he is now, that means overseas, and let the Haitians decide their fate. And he's also being asked, whether he wants to be a president. He said he's going into politics. He was a senator, and he said he was elected by the people, so he will go again in the elections. And he's very positive about his chance. He said that Mandela was in prison, Hugo Chavez was in prison, Lula was in prison. So if the people believe in him and trust him, then he will be their leader. So he's very, very bullish. So, and he also mentioned if Haiti is where it is now is partly because of them referring to the West, the international community. But he said that they are not enemies. Haiti is not enemies of the United States. They don't hate United States. They don't hate France. They don't hate Canada. And he's very diplomatic. He says that Haiti knows that they need the help from these countries. They know that Haiti is a poor country, and he would like to receive this help, but with dignity. So he's already establishing some boundaries. And he's also talking in the more diplomatic terms, positioning himself as a legitimate leader for Haiti. And so then he was asked whether there will be a civil war in Haiti, because Barbecue mentioned about or threatening civil war. So this Philippe guy said that, he don't think so, because he feels that it is the Americans that is deciding everything. And he feel that the Americans will be wise enough to understand that Haitians wanted some kind of change. So a very parallel universe kind of thing is like totally seems to be totally unrelated. Like they are living in a totally different world with Barbecue. But one consistent theme between Barbecue and Philippe is that they both do not trust the international community. So Guy Philippe basically made a statement. He said that the international community through CARICOM has decided once again to ridicule the Haitian people, which they have done for more than a century. Since the departure of President Jean-Claude Duvalier, the international community has been the architect of all the ills of our people. It takes total and real control of decision-making power with the sole objective of pushing Haiti into the abyss. So this guy, this Philippe guy, is very, very, very suspicious of the international community. But no, he does know that Haiti is in not a good shape. So he does put it in a more diplomatic terms. So very, very interesting. So what is CARICOM? CARICOM is this Caribbean community. And this community is also very weird. As you can see, the map it's not all the countries in the Caribbean. It's some of the countries. Like you can see that Cuba is not in it. Dominican Republic is not in it. It's very random, in my opinion. So, but there is this main problem. If you look at the statistics, in this CARICOM, Haiti is the country with the biggest population. If you look at this column over here, Haiti with 11 million people is the biggest of all the countries in the group. And the next biggest is Jamaica with 2.7 million, which means that Haiti alone is bigger than the rest of CARICOM combined, which then does put it into some kind of a conundrum. How does all the other countries within CARICOM, which is smaller than Haiti in population, help to decide the future of Haiti? So this is why there is legitimate concerns regarding this help that is coming from abroad. But of course, Haiti can't help themselves because the government do not have the power to do so. So the CARICOM chairman, Mohammed Elfaan Ali, basically say that they are aware of the urgent needs for consensus. So CARICOM have impressed on the various parties, referring to the political parties in Haiti, that time is not on their side on agreeing the way forward. So the situation on the ground is dire and is a serious concern to the rest of the community. And then after all the chit-chatting, he feels that he is very confident that he has found a commonality, a common path which they can support a Haitian-led solution and a Haitian-owned solution for prosperity, for Haiti, for the stability of Haiti. So some kind of very hopeful statement about the ability to find some kind of solution through CARICOM. And I feel that as compared to the situation in the Sahel, where ECOWAS was involved, I think CARICOM feels a lot more sincere than ECOWAS. So I do have my faith that this Caribbean community actually is not that bad, actually. So the Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holness, which is the host of the crisis talk, warned of an all-out civil war. However, so despite the confidence coming out from Ali, the Jamaican Prime Minister is actually very worried. He said that Haiti is now on the tipping point, and he urged actions to stem the sea of lawlessness and hopelessness before it is too late. And this is not an overnight thing. The gang problem has been around for some time, and this is why this Prime Minister, this guy, Ariel Henry, has already did his part and trying to prepare the country, trying to get help from overseas to help to deal with the situation in Haiti. So he has been going on a mission, going overseas to try to find help, and he has been hunting around. No one want to help until Kenya answered the call. So, which is why Kenya, this country, far away from the Caribbean in the eastern part of Africa, answered the call. Very, very curious. So, and so this all started. How to say? He was looking for a deal, and the United Nations also, okay, let's go for this one first. So United Nations in October 2023 approved, the Security Council approved a resolution authorizing a multinational security support mission to support the Haiti National Police to deal with gang violence and establish security in order to hold elections. So the resolution is to help to protect state institution and critical infrastructure and launch counteroffensive against gangs. So it is going to be war. This security support mission is not just security support, it's war. And in this thing, Kenya has volunteered to lead that mission. I have to put a caveat into, this is not about Kenya being nice. There is money to earn in conducting mission, and which is why Kenya volunteered to do it. I believe that's the case. So I will talk a bit more about this later, about the money that's involved. So, however, people is very dubious about that, because they say that Kenya's humanitarian record is filled with abuses and human rights violations. So Many Haitians and Kenyans and others has raised concern about Kenya's volunteering for this mission. And not just that, even within the internal politics in Kenya also have problems with this. The courts in Kenya has delayed the deployment, and basically there is an opposition politician that say that they will challenge this deal in court, which I talk a bit more later. So, and the people of Haiti is very dubious with international humanitarian aids and support, because in their history, all these foreign occupations have resulted in a cholera epidemic. There's sexual abuse, and yeah. So anyway, whatever it is, the United Nations Secretary General has called for the deployment of the international force to quell violence and restore order. And but Kenya said that they need $230 million to do this. So there's a price tag to it. It's not free. They're not going to go there and just be nice. They need money in order to deploy their forces. And there's only 10.8 million being spent on such effort. The Kenya say they need 230 million. So so Kenya basically signed a deal with Henry, the Prime Minister of Haiti, in a bilateral agreement that will allow Kenya to send between 1,000 to 2,000 police officers to Haiti to lead a multinational mission to help restore law and order. So there are some other countries that is also seemingly looking like they are a bit interested, including Bangladesh, Barbados, Benin, Chad, and Bahamas. So they all promised to send forces to support the Kenyan-led mission. So, but Kenya will be the main force; they'll be taking the lead. However, Kenya say that they will take the lead of this mission only after there is an installation of a new leader by the Presidential Transitional Council, which is what I mentioned earlier about this council, this group that will be assigned to find a replacement for this guy. Whoa, where it went? Oh, my finger. Wait. Whoops. So for this guy, replacement for this guy, Ariel Henry. So yeah. So otherwise, no, Kenya will not intervene right now. They can't, because there is no appropriate they call it anchor for the international police force. So the deployment will be suspended until Haiti install a new authority. So there's also this statement in one of the articles saying that Kenya will deploy a substantial number of soldiers alongside the 1,000 police officers. So that I find it interesting, but the only one that is most always reported is the 1,000 police officer, not the soldiers. The soldiers, I haven't seen much corroboration about that yet. So USA and Canada has declined to commit troops, so they don't want to have their soldiers dying in Haiti, but they are willing to commit more than $350 million to the mission. So that will basically pay the 230 million needed, and maybe the rest will go to the other countries that is supporting Kenya in providing reinforcements. So and on top of that, because Ariel Henry is a bit worried, that's why he even signed a bilateral agreement with the Kenya president to make sure that this aid actually comes. So he's not that bad a president, but also of course maybe he's doing this to protect his own power. That is also possible. But like I mentioned, the Kenyan opposition politician already said that he will challenge the deal, and some of these police officers that volunteered has decided to opt out. So maybe they realize how dangerous the job is, and they decided not to join. So after the Ariel Henry announced resignation, Kenya halted plans to deploy the police officers. So this is confirmed. The Foreign Affairs principal secretary confirmed that without the anchor for the police force, they will not deploy. So that's it. That's the situation for Kenya. And how about the neighboring country of the Dominican Republic? Dominican Republic is a totally parallel universe where people can live much better on the same freaking island. So, however, Dominican Republic is very, very wary of the things, the violence and gangs spilling over to their country. As you can see, Dominican Republic is just next to Haiti. Very, very close. There's a lot of ways for people to just sneak over. So Dominican Republic is very, very paranoid. Very, very paranoid. So their president actually demanded an appearance in front of the Security Council and asking for the international community to step up aid to Haiti and deploy the multinational force there. They urged the UN to fight together to save Haiti, and if there's no help, then his country would fight alone to protect the Dominican Republic, which means that for Dominican Republic, they see the situation unfolding in Haiti as a national security problem, which means that it may develop into a war between Dominican Republic and Haiti, which is why the statement seems to be very aggressive, and he also categorically ruled out accepting refugee camps in Dominican Republic, which means that they will not allow Haiti problems to spill over to their country. They're going to shut off their border, and I can tell you they are already shutting off the border. So Dominican Republic is now chasing all the illegal workers out of Dominican Republic and kicking them back to Haiti, despite Haiti is now in a very serious, dangerous problem situation. And so at one of the border crossing, there's a constant stream of trucks pull up carrying undocumented Haitian migrants to be deported back to their country. So hundreds of these Haitians has been deported on a daily basis, and the soldiers are sending them across the river into Haiti. And the message by the Dominican Republic is that regardless how bad situation is in Haiti, Haitians cannot come to Dominican Republic. That is the message they are going to send. And this actually upset a lot of people that work very hard in Dominican Republic. But that's what it is. It's the same situation with Egypt and Gaza. Egypt also shut off their border and do not allow refugees from Palestine or Gaza to enter Egypt. It's the same situation. So, and the civil authorities also turned away the Prime Minister plane of Haitian. So, yeah, that I mentioned already. So, situation is very, very precarious. So the situation is not just it's not just a Haiti problem. It's a regional problem. So let me zoom out a bit. Yeah. So, yep. Yeah. I'm still not very used to managing this app. So yep. So that's the situation now for Dominican Republic. And how about United States? United States position on Haiti is that they basically has asked the Prime Minister of Haiti, the Henry, to move forward on a political process that will lead to the establishment of the Presidential Transitional Council that will lead to an election. But clearly that did not happen with him because he's stranded overseas. So it's actually done by the Caribbean community, so by the CARICOM. So Blinken also announced that he will add another $100 million to finance the deployment of the multinational force. This expands the amount from 100 million to 200 million, and this helps to pay for probably the Kenya's demands. So as I mentioned, Kenya demands 230 million. So with 200 millions, I believe they are very, very close to the target. I think Canada can give the rest. So anyway, the Blinken also announced another 33 million in humanitarian aid, and also the creation of the joint proposal by the CARICOM to expedite the political transition and create a presidential college, basically election. So the United States actually asked Canada to lead the military intervention, and Canada was like, no. So they basically say that they do not have the resources to lead an intervention. So Canada refused to help. So yeah, that's the situation. And so United Nations wise, they are very happy, and they are already officially take notes of the transition of Haiti's government and the resignation of the Prime Minister. So they are looking forward, and to CARICOM helping to settle the situation in Haiti, and so there's the official statement coming from the United Nations, and the Secretary General also reiterates that they will continue to try to help to provide shelter, food, and medical care for the Haiti people through their mission. So we shall see how this progress. I'm not sure, because they already cut off their maritime operations to bring things in because of the security issues. So it's very weird, because United Nations have no means of protecting themselves, and it's just very awkward. Very awkward. So in the latest information is that the United Nations mission in Haiti will be launching an air bridge from Dominican Republic into Haiti to facilitate the movement of aid into the country, and this also will help to evacuate some of their staffs and bring in crisis management personnel, which probably means soldiers, or security forces or special forces, maybe coming from United States. I'm not sure. So they will remain fully engaged in Haiti with the means at their disposal, which the means is probably not a lot. So, but they're doing whatever they can. So yeah, so that's the situation for the United Nations. And let's talk about this Transitional Presidential Council. Complicated shit. So the transitional body will have 7 voting members. So, and this is there will be 2 non-voting seats on the council, one for civil society, one for the church. So in total there is 9 seats, 2 of it which is pointless. So that already triggers some people. So the arrangement involved so the whole point is to swiftly appoint an interim prime minister, and then through this collaboration with the interim prime minister, they will establish the council of ministers. So this council have various responsibilities. So they are supposed to appoint the council of ministers. So this after they have a council of ministers and the interim prime minister, they would co-sign ministerial orders and decree. So which means that the ministers are not really ministers. They still need to be co-signed by the council. They will have to approve the agenda for the ministers. They establish a criteria for the selection of the provisional electoral council, and then formation of the electoral council, facilitate the peaceful transition of power, ensuring that there is still government, and establishing a national security council. Which lies the problem? They select the ministers, but the ministers have no power, because the council will decide the agenda for the ministers, and then they will sign the orders for the ministers. So why do you even need the ministers for? So that's one big problem with this council, because there's too much power, And this council is also very fractured. So let's take a look at who is in this, which entities will have representative in this council. So the collective. So the collective is, let me see. So the collective is signatories. So they are trying to bring the Haitian Tech Calais Party, the National Union for Integrity and Reconciliation, the Desalinian Popular Party, Patriotic Movement, Alternative League for Progress, the Haitian Emancipation, called the LAPE. So a lot of various political parties. So they call them the collective. Together, they will have to select one representative. Then there is this Montana Agreement. So this agreement is signed by 431 civil society actors, 106 grassroots organizations, 326 individuals, and 86 political parties. And this agreement, this group, this collective will have a representative. And this representative is already known, is Fritz Alphonse John. So, and then there's an agreement of the December the 21st of 2022. So this is a signed by between the Prime Minister and the political parties, civil society organizations, members of the private sector, and they have a representative for this group called called Vickerson Garnier. And it's very weird. So weird. So you have a political group here, and then you have another political group with civil societies. It's weird. It's just weird. This council is weird. So then we have another political group. So the alliance between the political party of the former Prime Minister Claude Joseph, the EDE, and then the platform of the RED, member of Historic Coalition and their allies, 40 political parties. How many political parties do they have? Oh my freaking God. And all sort of don't know what hell. And they will have a representative, Minister of the Status of Women, Mary Gleslin Montpremier. So we already have 3 representatives that is already known. And then there is this another party. This is a party led by the former president of Aristide. So this one of the most powerful parties in Haiti. They will have one representative. And then another formation led by the former Senator Jean-Charles Mose. So this political party will have its own representative as well. And then there's a private sector where the various business associations will have their own representative. Very, very weird. It's just weird. It don't makes a lot of sense to me. And so this number 6, this Petit Dessalines party. This one have some problems. One of these community members by the Caribbean people says that the Petit Dessalines is the party of Claude Joseph, the former Prime Minister. They have ties with Guy Philippe. Guy Philippe is the previous guy I mentioned that is one of the characters to look out for. And Guy Philippe have links with the gangs committed of criminal offense in the United States, jail in the United States. So this guy don't like it. This guy don't like him. So there is already no conflict and clashes just by forming this council, and this council don't make sense. There's just way too much political people within it. There shouldn't be political people within it, in my opinion. So, but somehow politicians are involved means this entire shit is going to hell. No, it's just gonna be totally messed up. So it's just not gonna work. So for those that are already forgotten, Guy Philippe is this guy, this charismatic guy. That's very, very well spoken. So he will be the guy that will be likely pushed by at least one of these 7 members. So one of the 7 members is going to push him. So he already got 1 vote out of the 7. So there's one last point I want to talk about is the implication of the Haitian crisis with the American migrant crisis. So because of the Haitian crisis, they already triggered some worries in the United States. So there's an internal border agency, a memo notes that warns that Haitians may take to the sea and enter Florida illegally. And these people is unlikely to be repatriated because of the situation in Haiti. So, and they're worried that such a landing will actually cripple their operations. So this is already a problem, and the Southern Command. So on the ground, so this is an immigration problem, and on the ground within Haiti, the Americans are also very weird. They have an embassy. This reminds me of the situation in Sudan, actually, very similar to Sudan. They have the embassy. They did not send, and not just Sudan, and also in the situation in the Sahel region in Chad, Niger, same situation as Niger, same situation as Sudan. There is no coordinated effort to save and rescue Americans stranded in the country. They only care about the embassy. So the Americans are sending additional forces to secure the embassy. So this force is called the U.S. Marine Fleet Anti-Terrorism Security Team, called FAST. Anti-terror squad. So they will be conducting a relief in place for their current Marines that is in the embassy now, basically reinforcement. So the embassy will remain open and limited operation will continue. They will focus on assistance to the U.S. citizens and also to support the transition of power in Haiti. So they have some kind of military mission, it seems. And so the military already sent forces to bolster the security at the embassy, and they airlifted non-essential personnel for evacuation. So the United States' position right now is that they will not deploy troops to Haiti, although I do not know what is those things that they just sent and those troops. So anyway, and they have no immediate plans to rescue Americans trapped by gang violence. So there's a weird thing. This only happens with the Biden administration. It wasn't really a thing in previous administrations. From my understanding and memory, the Americans always save their American people, their citizens, from crisis zones. But somehow the Biden administration don't. They don't care. So, and the Republicans are pissed off by this because there is no evacuation of the civilians, and they say that this situation is United States abandon its citizens abroad. So all they are doing, the Biden administration is doing, is the State Department encouraging citizens to leave Haiti. But how? The airport is closed. How to leave? So they can't leave. So the embassy issued warning on their website, telling their citizens to monitor local news and information of the security conditions, and to see whether they can leave Haiti through commercial means, and if the security conditions allow them to do so. Bizarre. It's just messed up. So anyway, this is the entire Haiti situation. Like I mentioned, this is a very long ass video, and it covers everything. My sources. This is my sources. A lot of sources. And actually more than this, I read more than this. Yeah, so this is the entire situation with the Haiti crisis. Haiti is in crisis. Gangs are overrun. Gang leaders is becoming freedom fighter. Most of the international community don't really want to help. Kenya maybe is coming, but it requires a new government or at least an interim government to be in place. But this interim government may not even happen given the makeup of this transitional presidential council. So it's just a mess. Anyway, hope this help you to understand the entire situation in Haiti and save many hours of reading and confusion. And I'm running out of voice. So you know what to do. Press the like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. This is a new DPA. We will focus more on geopolitics. We'll do more about all these issues. We go deep dive to give you more clarity of what the hell is happening. And I'll see you guys in the next update. And send the humanitarian aid to the like button. See you guys.